What about your mother's side?
My mother, on the other hand, her family was well off. It was still a small village in the countryside.
Was it from the same place?
No.
She was from another place. So how do your parents meet?
My father went to work in the city and got a job in a factory.
In Seoul?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a lady working in the office of the factory.
So that was your mom?
That was my mom, yeah.
Back then you were just an idea. You didn't know she would grow up and beats you the shit out of you with a bamboo stick. You didn't know that shit will happen yet. Yeah.
So since then, my dad's life become rough. What could a lady, uneducated lady, possibly do in a city by herself without no resources,
cleaning.
no
just
background,
cleaning.
No background, no education, no money, nothing. So she just got some job in a factory and stuff like that.
It must be fucking hell for a female back then. Imagine now they're quacking about feminism, but imagine back then they must have treated women like shit for real.
Everyone was shit that time.
Yeah,
everyone was shit. But yeah, harder for
you can have like a proper job if you're a woman. You can be educated.
You can barely do just manual jobs in factories, which will fucking damage your health.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma used to do same shit. Like tobacco. She was cleaning this. The hands was like cut all over. You know the tobacco plant, how it is?
I don't know how it is.
It's like cotton. Looks like cotton. So he has like some kind of white fluffy part. But it has like edges and it cuts you because you have to remove it.
Yeah.
And this shit cuts you all over the place. And it's toxic as well. It cuts you and you get some substance.
Yeah, yeah. We all know this kind of stories back in those days.
Other factories, of course, they're heavier. Like men used to work in
now,
lead.
Now all these dangerous factory jobs are
hidden.
No, relocated.
Hidden away in China.
They all relocated in
relocated. Yeah, they haven't stopped.
China, Vietnam.
Yeah,
of course it hasn't stopped.
Fuck them.
Somebody has to do this.
Yeah,
because people need this shit.
We want this shit.
Yeah.
No, we don't need this shit. We want this shit. We don't actually need any of this shit. Think about it. What the fuck you need? You need all this stuff? Why?
Maybe, yeah, you're right, yeah. We gotta just put in this consumerism circle.
Yeah.
Keep buying shit you don't need at all.
Because you're miserable, so you wanna fill up your fucking empty hole in your soul.
All your Nike shoes are made in all the
Nike
places.
shoes made in all the nice places.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this fucking corporate marketing. All the nice shoes made in all nice places. Look at this, T-Hub. Look at this, T-Hub. A little girl working in Indonesia making your nice shoes, motherfucker.
Never been to school.
What is school? No, they tell them school is prison. You don't go there. They're gonna get you. The boogeyman's gonna get you.
All these places now, yeah.
But that used to be the zest in every country. UK had this shit.
UK had it first.
Germany had it.
Yeah.
France had it. US had it.
Oliver Twist shit.
Yeah, they used to play the game.
Yeah.
They used to play this game.
That's like 200-300 years ago in here.
Whole towns, man. Fucking whole towns. Like ugly shit like Sunderland and Newcastle and Middlesbrough, you know, all this shit. And Manchester.
And all the slums and ghettos in London.
Like Southeast, yeah.
But now it's all in other nice places.
Now they're all nice lofts, don't worry.
Making history.
Nice. Yeah. But they're still barking standing tall, don't worry.
Yeah.
There's still some ugliness in London. You were saying about your your father, your mom. You were trying to say, I think.
My grandma, she couldn't do much. I think she could just get some simple job, work so hard and save money.
Of course, it wasn't 8 hours. I think it was 10, 12,
yeah,
something like that.
I think so, yeah. And
nice stuff. Great stuff.
And then she wasn't like sweet mom to my dad. She was like being really
Rough one.
on my dad.
Did he tell you that?
Like he always felt like he's been abandoned. He always tells me the same story. He once had to pay for the school trip. Everyone was going.
Yeah.
And then that time, grandma came home from Seoul for a visit. And then my father asked for money for the school trip. And she beat the shit out of him. And he couldn't go. And back in those days, schools were not free. It was not for free. You have to pay. School, public school, you still had to pay. And he couldn't pay because.
Sorry, I'm laughing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The amount of money we're talking about. It must have been ridiculous, isn't it?
Maybe it was serious money back then.
But I mean, relatively now, for a trip is not something so expensive. We think about it.
Yeah.
But about
everything was luxury back then. But I don't know how much that was. Like, he said like everyone else was going. And then there were only 2 guys in the school, in the class, who couldn't pay for the
so he was one of those
for the school.
He was one of those 2.
Always these 2, and he was one of those 2.
So he became friends with the other guy, I guess.
All these fucking teachers, he beat the shit out of him and shame him, humiliate him in front of everyone and shit.
That doesn't work, no?
It made him like crazy, man.
Yeah. He created Roger Waters as well. Wasn't he talking about this shit?
And he was hungry. He didn't get, fucking support at all. He hated school. So he quit school.
Yeah.
He quit
because
school.
He hated it.
Yeah, he quit school. He doesn't have money anyway, so he didn't. Like, he even joined fucking judo club in the school. Because they said, you become judo player, we're gonna pay for you.
So he did it
for your school and give you some food and shit. But then they would beat him and it was too tough. Hungry. He quit altogether. Went to the city to get a job. And then
how old are you talking about?
He was like before he finished high school, so between 17 to 19 or something.
Okay. Young adolescent. Ready to waste his life.
Not even an adult. Not even an adult.
He was ready to waste his life.
And he did. He came and there were thousands and thousands of other guys just like him. Poor, abandoned,
mistreated, angry, neglected, all this shit.
Uneducated, lost, angry. So he hung out with these guys. He got a job in some factory, and then in his free time, he would hang out with all these guys, drinking and getting involved in a fucking street fighting.
Nice time. That's how real Double Dragon was born.
He was like a hustler.
Yeah. He was hustling.
Yeah. He got some tattoos.
Was he gambling as well?
I don't think so.
No.
He
didn't have much to gamble, I guess.
He got tattoos and he started drinking cigarettes. A lot of fighting. Hang out and wasting time.
I mean, man, what a life this must have been. What a situation. I can't even fathom. I heard about 50s, 60s in Greece. It must have been tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he would, every time he come back drunk,
Yeah.
he would just set me in front of him and tell me this story, same old stories all the time. And as a kid, I got tired of this
Listening to shit, yeah.
I know, like you told me fucking 100 times already.
So he was coming drunk home and he was repeating the same conversation.
Yeah. But when I got old, I turned 30. I was living alone in London.
Yeah.
And then it hits me.
What?
Yeah, it must have been like even harder
Fucked
than this.
up, yeah.
Harder than this. Now I'm like doing this shit. I'm living alone by myself in London.
Yeah.
No support, no money, no nothing. I just have some friends, that's all.
Yeah.
It would have been even harder for him. So when I'm in that situation, it reminded me of that.
Tough times.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough times come and go though, man.
So
He did all right after all. He made a family with you.
I used to think, shit, in London. Used to think it's tough for me. Must have been fucked up for my dad too. now I get it.
Yes.
Now I get it.
Yes. He must have been tougher. But at the same time, on some other parts, maybe not. Because the little he had, he must have more appreciation so he wouldn't get so depressed.
He said he experienced eating meat properly for the first time when he came over to the city. like now he's fucking famous, even in the West now. Korean barbecue, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He never had it all his life before he came.
Because it was expensive.
Yeah.
It was expensive.
Yeah, and he was hustling around. He wore this black leather jacket to look tough and shit. Now it's in my wardrobe. I took it.
You took his black leather jacket?
Yeah.
Tell me about this famous line you say about your father, that he's the guy that never smiles on a picture.
Yeah, he doesn't. But you know what though? When he was hustling, working in factories,
Yeah.
he had dreams too. He
What was it?
wanted to be some kind of entertainer.
Oh, like his father?
Some sort.
Yeah.
Like a singer or a stand-up comedian or anything.
Yeah.
He had that sense.
He wanted to do this.
He can say jokes. He loves telling stories. He has good sense of humor. He can sing.
But he doesn't take good pictures, right? Yeah, my father too. He doesn't take good pictures. It's a thing probably. I see.
But he said, first of all, he had no connection.
Yeah.
In the scene. He could have tried, but he just ended up with whatever he was doing.
He ended up with
Yeah.
whatever cards he was dealt.
And then he met my mom and he made me, so no escape. You gotta work now.
They didn't have a good pull-up.
My father, here's one thing my father always told me
What is it?
when I was growing up, all the fucking time. He said, you gotta do what you wanna do in your life.
Yeah.
I know how it feels to not do it. Look at me, I'm doing this job that I didn't want. It's miserable. So you, son, you gotta do what you wanna do.
100%.
Yeah.
But he also told you not to have a big dream. You might get crushed. He told me this. Tell me about this story again. How was it exactly?
Like a few years ago.
You'll tell him I'm gonna
said-
make it in the music scene. And
He
shit like
said, he said, maybe it's not meant to be. Something like that.
that. Made you cry and it he fucked you.
Maybe it's not meant to be.
You think he was telling it to protect you so you don't have high hopes and you get like crushed?
Nobody knows
What he was
what's
thinking.
nobody knows what's meant to be. We never know.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you think he was thinking?
He was just he wouldn't hope he wouldn't wish me to quit whatever I'm trying to do. But to him, my life by myself in the UK
Yeah.
seems to him like a tough one. Like I'm really struggling here without family, without
Yeah.
money and support.
Yeah.
So he would just prefer me to, come back around the family and get some job that will make me more well off.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still play music as a hobby.
So he wants you to go back to Korea?
Now he gave up.
He stopped trying asking?
Now he gave up, yeah.
One of us. You ain't getting nowhere, motherfucker. You tasted the sweet dark titty of the United Kingdom. You can't go back.
Sometimes I do feel sorry that I'm not there for them all the time.
For your parents?
Yeah. But now they're...
Yeah.
But now I have to worry about myself. They okay?
I don't know. I never had this deep sense of family, to be honest. I never felt it that much. Some people do. Like, Anna, she's so attached to her family in a good way. She talks to her parents every day. You know what I'm saying? Some people need it more than others.
Yeah. But we guys, we're not like that, most of us.
Yeah.
My father, he wasn't there for his family. I don't think.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
this is a guy thing.
This idea that I'll go back to Greece is just lunacy, man. I cannot think about that. That cannot happen. I mean, maybe if I'm like 70 years old. But I need to have lots of money to live there.
Yeah.
I just dislike this Greek system. Not people. It's just this whole how the country is run. Fuck it.
In my father's case, he just think my life is too tough over here.
It can be emotionally. Is he talking about this? Because it can be challenging sometimes, isn't it?
But me personally think it won't be any different over there either. So I just stick here. And what would I fucking do over there? I have to start everything over again.
What would you do?
I don't know.
What can you do?
Like that's what I said when my father said that. I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I could come, but what am I gonna do?
Are you gonna find a job again?
Yeah. So how is it fucking any different? Yeah,
No.
I'll be around the family. That's the thing.
You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna go there. How old are you now?
34.
34. You fucked, man. You're single, 34,
Divorced.
divorced.
Yeah.
You're gonna go back, see all your friends with fucking 3-4 children.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're gonna get fucking depressed.
You can only meet them twice a year.
Yeah. You're gonna get possibly a little better job just because of the language, but that's just, again, no one knows that. That's fun.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do the same shit, drink and like play music. Nothing will change. You're gonna be more miserable there. Possibly.
Where am I gonna find a guy like you to make a band with?
You might find someone to
can
make a
find
band,
that, but it's not easy to come across, is it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, I'm just talking about simply as the better of two evils. There's no place that's perfect, but I think the UK has some kind of running stability. You can count on this shit. This shit. You know how this game is played. You can count on it. It will play out. It's always the fucking same. Nothing changes.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah,
found
so-
comforting.
So now,
It's about that.
there are huge talks about recession, economic crisis in the UK.
In the whole world, not the UK.
Yeah, don't worry, people. Don't worry. It's all fucking fear mongering.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're poor now anyway. It's not gonna change. You were poor then, you were poor now, you will always be poor anyway.
Yeah.
And nothing fucking changed. Don't worry. Stop watching the news.
And don't forget, Nike. We make shoes in all the nice places.
Just buy one less pair of fucking Nike in a year.
Wait! I have to stop you there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Visit our website to join our mail list to receive news and special offers around the band and the show. Feel free to talk shit about things you like or dislike. And please support us through Patreon so we can keep making awesome content for you. Follow us on social media and don't forget, in a fight between idiots, nobody wins. Until next time.